Weeks after the New Year frenzy, when Instagram was drowning in New Year New Me posts and gym selfies, even though half the people were still finishing Christmas rice and chicken in the fridge, there lived a radiant young woman named Safia Bala, a proper Kaduna princess with cheeks round like fresh ajij bread, skin glowing like she bathed in sea butter, and a laugh so loud it could wake a sleeping village. Safia was the kind of person who loved life, loved laughter, and most importantly, loved food with the passion of 1,000 ancestors. Her soul food, pounded yam and egusi soup, so thick it could patch a leaking roof. To her, the smell of that swallow wasn't just aroma, it was therapy, it was home, it was destiny calling her name. Safia shared a cozy 2-bedroom flat in Abuja with her ride Dordai and Thenia, tall, slim, mouth sharper than a new razor blade, always talking like she was about to slap sense into someone. They fought like Tom and Jerry, but loved each other like blood sisters. Their friendship started back in NYSC camp, when Safia accidentally spilled hot pap on Anthonia's white shirt during breakfast. Anthania chased her round the parade ground shouting, "Come here, you pap terrorist." But by the time they stopped running, they were rolling on the ground laughing. From that day, they became inseparable. Everything changed during Christmas break, when Safia went home to Kaduna. At the family dining table, her favorite auntie, Mama Rukayat, looked her up and down and announced to the entire clan, "Safia, this your body now. Nah, like 50 kilograms bag of rice weigh dem tie, mouth tight, person go, struggle before go open." The whole table exploded in laughter. Safia forced a smile, but inside, her heart cracked like overcooked beans. That night, she locked herself in her room, stared at her reflection, and made a blood oath. 2025 will not meet me like this. This body must answer, yes sir, to The moment she returned to Abuja, she joined the most feared WhatsApp weight loss group in Nigeria, Slim Possible Queens 2025, owned by the legendary Coach Bella, aka Coach Beefit, a woman whose stomach was flatter than a marble slab, and whose voice notes could make grown men cry. Coach Bella ran that group like a military barrack. Rules dropped like bombs. No swallowing anything solid after 6 p.m. 12,000 steps daily or you're a disgrace. Send belly pics every Sunday morning by 7 a.m. sharp. Green tea must flow like River Niger. Anything that starts with P is the devil. No pounded yam, no pasta, no puff puff, no plantain, no pizza. When Safia heard no pounded yam, her ancestors paused in the afterlife. Her soul did press-ups and left her body for 5 seconds. But she typed bravely in the group, "This year, fat must catch fire. I am ready to become a UK size 8 by force." The group rained fire, emojis, muscle emojis. Yes queen. Coach Bella pinned the message, "This is the energy we want in 2025. Meanwhile, in real life, Safia was breathing like someone who just climbed Third Mainland Bridge on foot. Antonia watched her pacing the parlor and laughed. "Safia, calm down. Nah, only tummy. No be cancer." Safia clutched her chest. "Only tummy. Do you know pounded yam is not food? It is my spiritual husband." Antonia fell on the couch laughing. Spiritual husband day add weight since 1996. But that night, when everywhere was silent, Safia heard a whisper in her spirit. "My daughter, your portion is in the kitchen." Her stomach answered with a thunderous growl. She tiptoed to the fridge like a professional thief, warmed yesterday's pounded yam and okra soup, and ate it with the joy of a woman reunited with her first love. As the last morsel went down, she smiled and said, "Ah, this is the real peace that passeth all understanding." Then guilt slapped her like Lagos conductor. She quickly boiled slimming tea, added lemon, ginger, and garlic, drank it like communion wine, and knelt down. "Daddy God, let this one not add weight." Oh, she did this midnight ritual faithfully for 6 days. On Sunday morning, when it was time for progress pics, her stomach refused to cooperate. In fact, it had upgraded from soft life to executive soft life. She begged Antonia, "Abig, help me tie this belly with scarf, make no fall my hand for group O." Antonia tied it so tight, Safia nearly spoke in tongues. They took the picture, opened Photoshop, sucked in the belly, added fake waist beads, downloaded six-pack from Google, and posted. Caption: Week 1, discipline loading. The pain is worth it. Coach Bella screamed in voice note, "Safia, you are a beast. -7 kilograms in 1 week." Safia replied all glory to God while licking stew from her fingers under the table. And so began the greatest acting career in Nigerian history. By day, Safia was posting no excuses. Fat is a mindset. Green tea gang. By night, she was pounding yam with the blender on silent mode, molding swallows the size of boxing gloves, hiding coolers under the bed like hard drugs. She deserved an AMVCA for Best Actress in a double-life drama. One night, the blender betrayed her and refused to start. Panic gripped her. She grabbed a big Eva water bottle, turned it upside down, and started pounding yam inside a plastic bowl on the kitchen floor. Poke, poke, poke. The sound was traveling to Cameroon. Their nosy neighbor, Brother Emmanuel, knocked. Safia wetin day happen? You day fight person for kitchen. Safia nearly fainted. She shouted back in a tiny voice, "New, I'm doing midnight warfare. I'm pounding the head of my enemies." Brother Emmanuel muttered, "This kind pounding sound like Yamo." The real Wahala started when Safia's clothes began to protest. One morning, her favorite Ankara skirt refused to zip. She lay on the bed, sucked in bell, used oil, Vaseline, even anointing oil, nothing. The zip broke with a sound like gunshot. Anthenia laughed till she fell inside wardrobe. Then Coach Bella dropped the nuclear bomb in the group. Surprise, home checks start this Saturday. We are coming with tape, scale, and camera to measure real progress. We start with our star girl, Safia Bella. The moment Safia saw the message, her phone fell inside soup. She screamed like they announced fuel price increase. Jesus, my village people have used WhatsApp against me. She collapsed on the rug, like Nollywood mother who lost her only son. Anthenia tried to calm her. We go plan. We go fake typhoid plus malaria plus heartbreak. Operation Fake Sickness began immediately. They rehearsed like it was audition for Lion King. Safia practiced coughing like TB patient, shivering like generator with bad fuel, speaking with voice note, battery 1%. They bought fake drugs, scattered Panadol packets, put wet towel on head, rubbed white powder on lips. Every night they rehearsed. Tell my mama, I fought a good fight. Tell pounded yam, I love him. Saturday came. Safia woke up by 4 a.m., cried in 3 languages, prayed in tongues, ate one last swallow for strength, then lay down like corpse. At 9:25 a.m., knock, knock, knock. Coach Bella stormed in with 2 assistants, carrying ring light brighter than Heaven's Gate, scale, measuring tape, and full camera crew. Anthenia opened the door and started wailing. Coach A, my sister is dying. Oh, malaria plus typhoid plus destiny blockage. Coach Bella rushed in. Safia, Safia, can you hear me? Safia opened one eye weakly. Mummy, is that you? Have they served food in heaven? Coach Bella started crying. No, we must rush her to hospital now. Safia almost jumped up. Hospital care, with real doctors and real scale. Then from the door, Brother Emmanuel's voice scattered everything. Hospital for what? Was it not this same Safia I heard pounding yam by 2 a.m. last night? Pock, pock, pock. I even thought armed robbers entered kitchen. Silence fell like Harmattan fog. Coach Bella turned slowly like Nigerian movie villain, pounding yam. At 2 a.m., Safia started coughing harder. It's the malaria, confusing my head. But her stomach betrayed her with a growl, so loud it sounded like Burna Boy's subwoofer. The assistants didn't waste time. They marched to the kitchen like EFCC, opened the door, fresh pounded yam sitting pretty in cooler, a goosey soup doing bubble dance on fire, empty slimming tea packets scattered like crime scene. One girl screamed and started recording. Guys, come and see fake progress live. Coach Bella looked at Safia with pain in her eyes. So everything was lie. The 7 kilograms, the flat tummy, the motivation. Safia sat up, powder on lips, already wiping off. Coach, it's spiritual attack. Which from village day forced me to pound yam in dream. Assistant shouted, Dreamway, you on fire. Boil yam, fry stew, wash plate. Before you could say swallow, the video was uploaded. Caption, when your weight loss inspiration is a midnight pounded yam bandit. The video scattered Nigeria. Safia became legend, pounded yam princess, flatter me fraud, queen of Photoshop. Her auntie that started everything even called Safia. So nah, you be the TikTok girl, way dem day, pound yam for night. Safia locked herself inside for days. Food refused to go down. Shame finished her. Anthenia tried to console her, but tears just flowed. Then one quiet afternoon, Knock on the door. Coach Bella came alone. No camera. She sat on the floor with Safia and started crying too. I used to hide biscuits in my bra and eat in toilet. I know this struggle. I became harsh because I was running from my own shame. You're not a bad person. You're just human. Something broke and healed at the same time. Coach Bella invited Safia to a Zoom call, not to shame her, but to let her tell the truth. 800 people joined. Safia showed up raw, no filter, no waist trainer, just tears and truth. She told everything. How she loved food, how shame made her lie, how she thought she had to be perfect to be loved. Nigeria cried with her. The same video that shamed her now healed people. Comments poured in. You just saved me from killing myself with diet. I thought I was alone. Brands called her for body positivity campaigns. She started a movement called Real Belly, Real Journey. Anthenia and her began a comedy skit series, Midnight Swallow Chronicles, and it blew up. Today, when people call her Pounded Yam Warrior, Safia laughs and says, yes, oh, I fought Swallow. Swallow nearly won, but truth finished the battle. And that, besties, is the gospel, according to Safia. Moral of the story. Anything you're ashamed to admit will disgrace you in 4K, but anything you have courage to confess can become your crown. Drop your thoughts below. What in this story teach you? Share with someone who needs to hear that they're not alone. Like, subscribe, turn on bell. The Real Belly, Real Journey movement exploded. She was on podcasts, morning shows, even got invited to speak at a women's conference in Dubai. Brands were sending her waist trainers, just so she could post pictures refusing to wear them. One popular slim tea company mistakenly sent her a lifetime supply. She opened the boxes live on Instagram, poured everything into one big bucket, added Fanta, and turned it into Slim Tea Punch for her neighbors. The video got 8 million views in 2 days. But fame is a jealous husband. The more famous Safia became, the more the old shame tried to sneak back in through the window. One evening, she was invited to be the keynote speaker at the biggest body positivity summit in Lagos. Love the skin you swallow in. The hall was packed to 3,000 women. Cameras everywhere. Live on DSTV. Safia walked on stage in a gorgeous Ankara gown that hugged every roll and curve like it was proud of them. The crowd gave her a standing ovation before she even opened her mouth. Then the MC, one over-bleached influencer with a waist smaller than Safia's left thigh, decided to add small spice. She grabbed the mic and said with fake sweetness, Auntie Safia, we love your message, oh, but be honest. Now that you are big brand ambassador, don't you think you should at least try small to lose weight, so that people will not say you are promoting obesity? The hall went so quiet, you could hear pure water dropping. Safia stood there for 3 full seconds. The old Safia, the one who used to tie scarf round belly and cry in the toilet, flickered inside her chest. But the new Safia took the mic, smiled the smile of a woman who has survived viral disgrace, and opened her mouth. Obesity. My sister, the only thing obese here is your audacity. The hall screamed. Some people started clapping, some started recording, some just opened mouth. Safia continued, voice steady like a judge traffic. I have carried this belly through shame, through Photoshop, through midnight pounding, through nationwide dragging. I have carried it when my own auntie called me generator, when TikTok finished me, when I couldn't button skirt. And guess what? The same belly you are insulting is the same belly that paid for my mother's hospital bill last month. The same belly that flies business class now. The same belly that has fed villagers with the money I made teaching women that they are more than the size of their waist. So if you want me to lose weight, lose AM for me, nah. Carry this belly, carry the shame, carry the love, carry the contracts, carry everything. Then come and tell me what I should lose. She dropped the mic, literally, and walked off stage while the entire hall stood up, shouting, crying, clapping like it was Shiloh night. Backstage, Anthony was waiting with a cooler. She opened it, fresh pounded yam egusi, with plenty Capomo and roundabout, and 1 bottle of chilled malt. Safia looked at it, looked at Anthony, and started laughing till tears came out. You carry this one, come summit. Nah, your victory swallow, nah. Person way survive public disgrace deserve full cooler. They sat on the floor backstage, legs stretched out like small children, molding swallow and licking fingers, while the next speaker was still trying to calm the crowd. That night, the video of Safia's response broke the Nigerian internet all over again. Pastors used it for sermon illustrations. Feminists printed it on t-shirts. One woman in Kano named her newborn baby girl Sophia, Audacity Bala. But something bigger happened 3 months later. Coach Bella called her privately. Safia, I'm closing the old Slim Possible Queens group. Why nah? Because I have been running from my own truth, the same way you were running from yours. I have been selling perfection that even I cannot maintain off camera. I want to start something new with you. A community where people, Dan, T, have to hide the fact that they ate rice at 10 p.m., where progress is measured in honesty, not centimeters, where green tea and pounded yam can sit at the same table.